You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Practice going on right now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Carolina Panthers coming to town tomorrow. I think we're going to be out there for the joint practice. Hamby, you going to go too, or you be back in the studio?
I'll be back here.
Okay, yeah. I'm really curious to see how that joint practice is going to go. Obviously, a lot to work on. I think physicality being the standpoint. Yep, we do have an injury report here. August 18th. Patrick Mekari. Back surgery. That's all we got. Don't know when it was. Don't know who did it. Don't know what kind of surgery it was. This is based off of Ian Rappaport, yeah?
Him and others.
Oh, yeah. It was a joint collective.
That's true.
Breaking this information out, which to me came out of left field. But Patrick Mekari has had surgery. What?
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. But Patrick Mekari has had surgery. Whoa, Hamby. Yep, keep hearing my headphones.
Okay.
All right. Lequint Allen Jr. out for camp. Do we know what that injury is?
Soft tissue.
Okay.
Sounds like a hamstring to me. That's a guess.
Okay. Parker Washington's day-to-day. Do we know what's going on there?
No, we do not.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, since Brent Martineau's not here, he will be joining us momentarily. Since we don't really know what Cole Van Lannen's bringing to the table, since Patrick Mekari obviously had surgery sometime, since we have no idea what this offensive line is going to look like, I am proud to report August 18th,
Oh, no.
on a Tuesday, let the record show at 10:06, going into the preseason week number 2, it's time. Get out the panic button. Get it out.
Y'all having a good time out there.
It's time to panic.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
13-win season. Imagine my biggest concern being if Travis Hunter was going to put on weight or not. Imagine going back 2 months ago, Hamby, and the conversation was, well, I don't know, is Travis Hunter putting on weight or not? He looks a little skinny. That's what we're dealing with. Dang it, man. Fast forward to August 18th. What is happening? And by the way, are you going to play the starters this Friday?
Yes, seriously.
Because at this point, with a makeshift offensive line, at this point, if Parker Washington's going to be down, I mean, listen, and I was the first person to say, you got to play your starters in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
You going to play them now?
No, I mean, I wouldn't.
I don't think so. Like, do you trust Trevor to stay upright the entire time?
Oh, I'm not playing Trevor.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not playing Trevor at all.
At all, okay.
Trevor can keep his behind on the bench.
Yeah.
You can play some of the other dudes. I mean,
Yeah.
That's even a little scary, but I'm definitely not playing Trevor. If it's me.
Once again, I'm not trying to, play, the recency bias. We don't know when Cole Van Lannen's coming back.
No.
We don't know what's up with Patrick Mekari. Hit it again! Hit it again!
Oh, really?
Hit it again! Hit it!
Y'all having a good time out there.
It's time to panic! Okay.
It's August 18th.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you remember the conversations of, interior defensive line, ain't really that's where we're going with it. Damn it, man. Dude, isn't it wild? This is the truth. I feel like even in the draft, we were not concerned about the offensive line at all. The whole Cole Van Lannen thing, yeah, he'll be back in training camp. We're fine. We're going to bring him back. You're going to bring 12, 13 personnel. You drafted some tight ends. That's going to help and everything. And now I'm sitting here wondering, I have no idea what the starting offensive line is going to be.
I have no idea.
Yeah. And
that's what I said when they were throwing Ezra Cleveland at right tackle yesterday. It's like, oh,
well, and
they're reaching, man. They're trying to put this puzzle piece together.
And once again, I'm not worried about Parker Washington day to day.
No, yeah, you're not worried about him.
I mean, hey, maybe dude needed some more sleep, right? Maybe dude's trying to catch up in 8 hours. Like, I'm not worried about Parker Washington at all. Even Lequint Allen, like, I'm not too worried about the soft tissue thing. Like, err on the side of caution there, right? You have depth there. Just get him ready for week 1 against Cleveland. That's what it comes down to. What I am worried about, though, is the offensive line and what this is going to look like, Hamby. Like, you have Trevor Lawrence coming off a monumental season, MVP consideration. You have wide receivers now that are coming back that Trevor's played with where you feel like the rapport's going to be even better.
No doubt.
And we'll see with the Parker Washington contract, but we'll talk about that later today. But mark my words, man, this Jaguars offense of what they're trying to do will only be as good as their offensive line allows them to be. Right? Like, and yeah, we can go back, and I brought this up before. This is way back in the show. You know, like, there was that one year when Joe Burrow was like the most sacked quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because like the Cincinnati offensive line was horrible. There was another year where Patrick Mahomes was like the most sacked quarterback in the NFL because their offensive line was horrible. You saw in the Super Bowl and everything. I don't know if this team has the makeup to survive that. Right? Like, if we're sitting here in December saying, yeah, Jaguars might be the most sacked offense or most, give them the most sacks in the entire season. I don't know if we're talking about a team that's going to make a Super Bowl run. So, yeah, there's really a lot to break down. I mean, to me, it's going to start with Friday. What the plan's going to be.
Are you playing Trevor? Dude,
Probably
you just hit
not.
the panic button.
Yeah.
There's no way you're playing Trevor.
No, I mean, I'm not going to play Trevor, but like, I kind of want to see Chris Rodriguez. Kind of want to see Tootin.
I do too. You gonna play him?
I'm gonna play this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Trevor for a series.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the ones for like 3 series.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with. I assume the Carolina Panthers will be playing their ones because if you watch that Bills game, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 2's on the field. Like, they got a lot of work to do in Carolina. So I feel like you're going to get good on good. Now, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Maybe the Jaguars come out with their hair on fire, dominate the trenches and everything, and Liam Cohen's so impressed by their physicality where it's almost like, hey, we don't got to play our guys on Friday. We're all set. I don't think it's going to go down like that. Like, yeah, you're going to have the advantage playing, practicing in your backyard, probably in the heat where it gets hot in Carolina, probably not this humid. But I feel like Carolina's got something to prove as well because they kind of got embarrassed their last preseason game. So I assume that they're coming into this joint practice tomorrow thinking we got to show out as well. So there'll be some good battles. But, Hamby, to answer your question, I'm still err on the side of playing ones. Because now, Hamby, it's to the point where we don't know what the offensive line's going to be. We need to see like Pregnon as a starter against ones.
I get that.
In a game.
Pregnon, of course.
Yeah, but
I don't know
he's
if I
a
need
one right now, man.
Well, I understand that, but that's different to me than like
you're worried about Trevor.
I'm worried about Trevor.
Yeah, and yeah, fair enough.
Which is not like Trevor's fragile or anything like that. Like he can take hits fine. It's not like he's going to take one hit, and it's more about.
And especially at least you feel pretty good about his blind side being protected with Anton Harrison.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like it's more so. Look, you just had some dominoes fall. Make sure that the sure thing is still a sure thing. That Trevor Lawrence is 100%, and he's going to be 100% when he walks out of the tunnel in Everbank Stadium in 3 weeks when the Browns are in town. That's the most important thing of anything.
Yeah.
So if that's a sure thing now, make sure it's a sure thing Saturday morning or Friday come the second quarter. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I don't care if Tootin and Chris Rodriguez run behind a bad offensive line for a few plays on Friday night. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can break some tackles.
We're going to have to see something.
You're going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage. So what?
Yeah.
Can you
make something happen?
Make something happen.
Yeah, and this too, and this is why I'm kind of erring on the side of playing Trevor here, Hamby. And this is more in Liam Cohen I trust. I'm asking for one series. I'm asking for 12, 13 personnel, right? Run, and then maybe play action, right? Like those are safer percentages that help your quarterback out. I don't need to see you come out in a 2-minute drill spread offense, 3 wide receivers or whatever, and like maybe putting Trevor Lawrence at more risk.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it vanilla, keep it meat and potatoes, keep it 12, 13 personnel, run the football, use play action where if Trevor sees pressure, he has a time to throw it away. Like, I think that goes into account as well. But, yeah, despite of how bad the roster maybe looks right now with injuries and everything, I'm still playing some ones.
Bro, I wouldn't even be mad if Trevor went out there, handoff, shotgun, drop back, get it out quick, incomplete, get him out. I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
And I hope fans aren't either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from the fan perspective, I know that fans want to see the ones, and I don't blame that at all. Of course you do. I mean, I want to see the ones, hypothetically. But most of you already had tickets or bought tickets not thinking they'd play the ones anyways. So, like, don't be disappointed if they don't play them now.
And listen, man, Hammy, it's the
you weren't expecting any gifts for Christmas.
Yeah.
They got said that you were going to have one, and maybe you're not going to have that one anymore. Well, the whole time you never thought you were going to have a gift, so don't be all that upset about it.
No, for sure. And like, put your selfishness aside from getting a preseason ticket and wanting to see the ones for a quarter, and think about what's better for the team, right?
Now, if you want to be a little bit upset that hey, that technically counts as a home game for your season ticket holders, that's a different story.
Close to that.
Close, but not.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But if you're buying for a single game just to get out and do something on a Friday night,
yeah,
you'll be all right.
Yeah. I get hindsight being 2020 and everything, and there I remember Shock Your Mock. A few people had offensive line.
They did,
and I think we kind of laughed it off and said, "Well, come on, that's not a sexy pick. Like, the depth is fine and everything. The depth is fine." Where you are right now, and then this is panic button aside. You can get it off now. It's all good, and we don't need it. Yeah. But panic button aside,
we'll bring it back later.
Yeah, when Brent comes on, absolutely. How concerned should the Jaguars be right now with what we know? Like, how much of this is just okay? Mekari, we'll see. How much of it is okay? Cole Van, where do you fall right now on saying, man, we should have drafted somebody at offensive line? I'm okay with Wyatt Milam, right?
Yeah.
Where are you at, man?
Let me let's provide a little context. There's a chance that some people are pretty confused by the Patrick Mekari situation. Obviously, he's your starting right guard last year. All of the reports say, from Garofalo to Rappaport to Schefter, Jaguars guard Patrick Mekari, here's the key part, recently underwent a back procedure. He had already had back issues last year. So this says this is a follow-up.
But, okay, and here's the thing, though, Hamby.
But what does recently mean, Austin?
Well, two things. Procedure, right?
Procedure.
He could have got a cortisone shot.
Well, okay, so Garofalo says procedure.
Sure.
Recently underwent a procedure. Rappaport says recently underwent back surgery.
Okay.
So that's more than a shot.
Oh, that's definitely more than a shot then. Like, a
So
procedure.
that's a knife
okay.
of some kind.
Yeah. But no, here's the thing. If this has happened the past couple of weeks,
They would have already put him on IR.
but he's been at practice.
He
He hasn't done team or anything, and he's been off to the side, but he's been doing individual work.
Right.
And the whole thought was he's kind of getting the Eric Armstead treatment a little bit, where okay, just take him through individual reps like that.
Right.
Limit him for whatever reason. He's a little banged up, but maybe during a preseason game or heaven forbid the first week of Cleveland Browns, he'll be ready to go. That's what I thought. And now we're hearing surgery by Ian Rappaport. And listen, man, I think surgery, I think of, okay, hernia disc, something like that. I don't know what that means. It sounds more than just a cortisone shot or a PRP injection. This sounds like a pretty big deal. Obviously, I'm sure Liam Cohen is going to have some more word today, but the first order of business, Hamby, is to find out, well, when did this guy have surgery?
Yeah, so the interesting thing there is I think
And Ian Rappaport, maybe say that?
Well, I mean, I would assume that he either doesn't know or was bound not to say. Because otherwise, why would you not? That's kind of the whole point. But given the fact that he's been out there doing individual stuff, this seems like it's not a new... This seems like, okay, this is not a new concern. This is an old explanation.
Well, he had injuries last year with his back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is not like, oh, this resets the timeline. I don't think this does that. I think that this is not a surprise to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
But hold on, though, Hamby. Let me ask you this question. Is it a surprise, though, because Ezra Cleveland was playing right tackle yesterday? That leads me to believe that it is a surprise.
No, I don't think so.
So you don't think there's any correlation between Ezra Cleveland out of nowhere, who hasn't done this in forever, playing right tackle, and literally the following morning there's a report saying that Mekari's had back surgery?
No, because again, and I have no idea when Mekari had surgery, but I don't think it was like this week. That's a total guess. It doesn't make it seem to me like it was like 3 days ago or something. Like this was, to me, again, total guess, at least before New Orleans, if not weeks ago. That's just the context. That's what my total guess. That's me trying to put the puzzle pieces together.
Okay.
I don't know why that would have anything to do with Ezra Cleveland taking a couple reps at right tackle. Mekari's a guard, and I know he can play everywhere. He's very versatile. But I think the whole Ezra thing was just, well, Pregnon looked a lot better than we thought. And, hey, people are dropping, so we might as well allow ourselves to have at least one more contingency plan. So let's just do it for a little bit. And if we need an absolute plan D, at least Ezra has taken a couple of drills and snaps there in training camp. That's as far as I go with that, which I think is very telling. Again, and we talked about it yesterday. The fact that he was even on the right side of the line tells me that they're coming up with contingency plans and they're trying to solve some things, and it's not easy. But I don't think that has anything to do with the fact that Mekari, this report, came out last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what we need to get to the bottom of first and foremost is when this surgery was. Like, that's the first thing.
Yeah, I gotta believe it was before training camp.
And I would hope so, because then, like, if this was a lingering thing, and that they all of a sudden said, okay, well, it's just too much, you have to get surgery now, like, where is that on the team docs? By the way, the best team docs, we've been told, like, this was going on last year. So I agree with you, Hamby. Like, I feel like this took part more in the summer, but for whatever reason, like, it's getting leaked now to make it sound like he just had back surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, we'll hopefully we'll find out after practice. But once again, does Liam Cohen keep it like hush hush?
Oh, he ain't gonna say nothing.
Because we don't even know when Cole Van Lanen's coming back yet.
Well, first of all, it's Udinski speaking today.
Okay.
So if they did get anything, I doubt it would probably just come from the PR people talking at practice more so than Udinski at the podium. That's that. But what makes more sense? Because again, like you said, he had back issues last year, so it wouldn't make sense. Like, those were dealt with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they did something about it last year. So what makes more sense? A, that it just never got better, and we're sitting here 8 months later, and there's still an issue.
Yeah.
Or 4 or 5 months in, it was still aggravating, and they needed to go clean something up.
Mm-hmm.
So they went and cleaned something up, and that's why the timeline got, almost restarted over. And why he's been doing individual and only individual this entire training camp.
Yeah, I mean,
that makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, based off of like and this is just rumblings and stuff. Like, if I was gonna venture a guess, this happened a while ago, but for some reason now it's coming to the light in terms of the surgery and everything. Let me ask you this, then, Hamby. Give me your week 1 starters, not like what you hope is gonna happen, what you think is gonna happen. In terms of your week 1 starters against Cleveland,
okay,
who's it going to be?
If I had to wager,
yeah, this is a Hard Rock bet special.
I don't have a lot of
20% boost,
30%.
Let's go 30%. Let's get it.
I'm not counting on Mekari.
Sure.
I'm not.
So then
counting,
who's playing for him?
I'm not counting on Cole Van Lanen either.
Okay.
Anton's going to be at left tackle.
Yep.
They're going to keep Ezra at left guard.
Okay.
Hainsey's at center.
Okay.
Walker Little's at right tackle.
You think he's gonna be back and everything?
Walker Little?
He's a little banged up, I know, but
Yeah.
he'll be good
I think
at
he'll
right
play.
tackle. Okay.
And it'll be either Pregnon or Bylum at right guard.
Okay.
I know Pregnon played at left guard.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware of that. But I would think that they would rather. I mean, maybe not. Okay, those are my starting 5. I don't know where they play him. How about that?
Okay, no, that's fine. So here's what I'm going. I'm going Anton Harrison left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Emmanuel Pregnon left guard.
Okay.
Robert Hainsey center.
Yep.
I'm going. I mean, you got to. I'm going. No, change it up. I'm going Walker Little right guard, and I'm going Ezra Cleveland. And I'm going Ezra Cleveland right tackle. Brent, what do you got?
Put me on the spot. Okay.
You've had time to listen.
Not good. I got to be careful here because I want to think positively, but I also don't want to.
Back surgeries,
Yeah, I don't want people to think that like I know something that I don't.
Dude,
right?
dude wants to think positively. Hey, Hamby, bring it up one more time for Brent. What are you trying to think positively for?
Well, by the way, I've been telling you about Mekari scaring me for the last 5 months with the back. Like the back is for an offensive lineman is a serious deal. So I'm not surprised. Well, first of all, I'm not surprised at all by the news of yesterday, but I also am not surprised a little bit by the panic around it now. Like, will he get back and everything else? I mean, the back injury last year, whether surgery or not, was going to be a concern.
Yeah,
for me on Mekari. I saw the panic button earlier. I get
looking for those starting 5.
Y'all having a good time out there.
It's time to panic.
Fine incoming.
We're fine.
I'll go Anton Harrison at. I'll go Robert Hainsey at center.
Sure.
Stop there.
By the way, have you introduced the envelope game? The envelope game is alive and well. Sports at ActionNewsJax.com. Sports at ActionNewsJax.com. This is the envelope game for September 13th. What is your starting 5?
Can we we didn't even do the last one. We didn't open up to see what we all picked for the envelope game.
I think we were all wrong on it. And we didn't get a ton of. What was that one for? Was that the World Cup?
What was that?
No, it was something else, I believe.
I don't think we had it kind of came and gone because there wasn't a.
Okay.
I think we did it really late. We didn't have a call for it for a while.
Okay.
So we only had a couple participants, and they weren't right.
Okay.
And I don't think we were right. I'm the last one that.
Yeah, you still got to show what we had though.
But this one we got a month.
Okay.
Right. So we got a few weeks, and that's still going to ebb and flow. But you got to get them in here soon. You can't wait. To see if Walker Little's back or something. Well, he is back right now. All right, so I'll go. We'll start Hainsey. I'll just go left to right. I'll go Anton Harrison. I'm going to go Ezra Cleveland at left guard. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go Hainsey at center. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go.
Wait, who was the left guard?
Ezra Cleveland.
Okay.
Hainsey at center. I'm going to go with Walker Little at right guard. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say that Cole Van Lannon makes it back for week 1.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. That should be it should be I like to hear that, Brent.
Well, I know that was a sigh of relief back here from me.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a.
And gosh, there's so many guys in the mix because even Adoga could make it back for the end of camp. What is the timetable for Mekari? What is the timetable for Van Lannon? Mm-hmm. Where is Pregnon in that mix? I know he's hot right now. I'm going to stay away from that of one performance. And I know everybody's going there. And then where is a Monheim and Milam? I just don't know if I've seen enough from Milam. I think health-wise he's going to be fine. I just don't know if I've seen enough to feel great. I feel like I'd rather put Walker Little on that front.
Yeah, you don't want Monheim
because he has so
week
much
1.
more experience,
Yeah,
He's playing out of position. He can play it, but you don't want to play him week 1. You're not going to have a lot of confidence if that guy's your starting right guard.
Yeah.
If you bet Pregnon is starting week 1, I am Preacher Man. Sports at ActionNewsJax.com. Prize on the line for whoever gets it
in.
September 13th. Was the last envelope game draft related? Probably was. I think there was one in between. I think we had something in between.
I don't know.
Anyway, you guys, it was enjoyable to listen to you guys at the start of the show, panic button and all. I wanted to throw a couple of comments in off what you were saying just to add to the chat, if you will.
Sure.
One is I think your curiosity about the timetable of the Mekari thing is very much a curiosity. Mm-hmm. The Jags have chosen not to say a lot about it. When you get a leak from wherever, mostly like the agent, that these guys come up with, and they say use words like recently, that can be anything. Mm-hmm. I think everything's on the table. Like we have seen him out there. It wasn't like he's out there today. So it wasn't like last night, right? But he's had the back. I mean, he got a back surgery of some kind, small, big, whatever. After the season, he had a back injury. Like it might have needed to be tended to. It also could be a follow-up of some kind.
That's what I was saying.
Right? Like you have no.
Go back in there and clean it up a little bit.
We really don't know because the Jags haven't announced it. Mm-hmm. And so there's a little bit of ambiguity there. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that it was like this week, so I don't think the news from like Ian Rappaport is super fresh. I think it's more of a catch-up, but that's just what I think. And nobody's going to confirm that. The Jags just are really quiet on the injuries. I think the Jags could have announced this one and it wouldn't have mattered that much, but they obviously believe it matters because any edge to your opponents and all that stuff. So fair enough. Like that's their prerogative, and that's cool. But I just think now you got a little hysteria around this one, and you really don't know. You have so the questions are going to come, the speculation's going to come, and but I will say this. I mean, you could listen to any offensive line talk around the last 6 months, surgery or no surgery. I'll say it again. I've had concern for Mekari because again, at 30 years old, I believe that's a major concern when you have back problems.
Well, yeah. I mean, when he's not at team periods, I mean, we were concerned about Eric Armstead last year.
We were
like it's. Yeah, like if you're not getting live reps against, inside a run or team periods, there's going to be some sort of concern. Just like I have big concern for Cole Van Lanen because we don't know when he's going to come back.
Absolutely.
Like there's concern a lot on this offensive line right now.
Yeah, and there is. So we did the numbers yesterday, and now Milam's day to day, just to add to it. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, I mean, we know what it is. We had a lot of conversation about the offensive line yesterday. Now we have a little more intel on the Mekari part of this, and also Milam now day to day. Walker Little just got back. The good news yesterday in the press conference after our show, or maybe it was during our show, that Udoka could make his way back by the regular season. Saying later in camp, I would suggest, camp's almost over. Mm-hmm. So I would suggest by the regular season. And the Jags go from a position that they feel was, at least from a depth standpoint, strong. I don't know front five, how strong it is compared to the rest of the NFL. Remember PFF did that where it was like 30th? I don't believe that. I think the Jags had a decent offensive line. I don't know if it's the most unbelievable offensive line, but I thought
I laughed at that
was
weeks ago, and now I'm like, okay.
Well,
I know that wasn't regular. Yeah, I know, but if you were to tell me right now on August 18th
now
that as things stand, yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why the panic button's been pushed around here.
Right, today it feels like the 30th. All right, I just had one other comment about what you guys were talking about, and what I don't know, as you're saying, this is nothing wrong with you guys. I know you're just presenting scenarios, which is what we do about Friday night, and I'm sitting there literally on my drive back yelling at you guys.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's the point then on Friday of playing guys if it's handoff, quick pass, incomplete, see ya? Like, what is the point of that? Like, why even roll out?
Because you put your pads on.
Dress rehearsal.
You get used to the dress rehearsal. You get used to the pregame warm-ups. You get in tune to playing in that stadium. So by the time week one comes around against Cleveland, you've done it before. You're not going out there week one against Cleveland thinking, man, I haven't gone through my pregame warm-up in the stadium yet because they didn't do the scrimmage in the stadium either. So
I agree with that.
So you're going to talk about your first time being in the stadium, playing a live opponent, being week one against Cleveland? That's my issue.
I think you could do most of that without actually playing a snap.
I just think that the mentality that it takes to get ready for a game and know that you're going to go in it at least for a series or two is a lot different than saying, I'm not going to play at all. Let me just go through the motions and then take my pads off.
Austin, correct me if I'm wrong. We're not saying that Trevor needs it, but we think it would be worth it.
Correct.
For Trevor, it would be not ideal for the first time that anybody doing any job, but Trevor if his first pass in pads in Everbank Stadium is in real live action against the Browns, it's not ideal.
Yep.
Just go out there, dress out, go through the routine, and throw a real life pass with real live pads on in Everbank Stadium on Friday, and then get your behind back on the bench and go to hit the showers.
And it's the same thing I said about the running backs. I don't want your running backs first time to get hit and actually taken to the ground week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. I want that to happen in the preseason because it's not happening at practice.
I respect it. I'm just going to go off what he said yesterday and why he thought he had changed his mind, essentially, of trending potentially. I still think it's trending potentially, wide open. That leaves him plenty of outs. And I think the reason was he didn't have enough padded practices. Like, he wants to see more physicality, right? Like, he wants – I'm just going to tell you now, and this I know nothing other than just being over there for an hour, and I just feel this way. I don't think there's a chance in hell they're playing on Friday. And he said they might play. They're trending toward it yesterday. I just think you get the injury news coming out of practice yesterday of, no Parker Washington, no Milam, no Lequint Allen. It's like, whoa, time out now. My whole philosophy is I don't want to lose players this time of year. Like, that's what the Rams' philosophy is. That is what Liam Cohen's philosophy is. And I respect it. I agree with him. Like, if I'm going to lose guys, I want it to be when the real stuff counts. It's already hard enough to keep guys during that. And it's hard. I want to get there. And so I just feel like, I mean, we'll see what comes out. Today's very light work, but tomorrow I think they're going to, if he gets the work that he wants specifically tomorrow and sees that, or if he gets another injury.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be really surprised if anybody plays on Friday. But that's just my thought. So, and I respect what you guys are saying. I just think, and there's some validity to your reasoning.
Well, then maybe you play half the ones. You play the Matt Dickersons,
and you could,
but maybe you don't play the Eric Armsteads.
But even the line's very dangerous to play right now. You don't want to lose one more person on that line. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Nothing has changed from the trending potentially of playing the starters, and he talks again tomorrow. So we'll see if he sheds
it's
a
not
little
camp?
bit more light.
Oh, yeah, he will after joint. My bad.
He will after the joint practice tomorrow. Udinski's talking today.
Yeah.
Do you guys talk much about Parker Washington?
We're going to get into that probably in the next break. We're thinking about it in terms of the injury.
Yeah.
Or because I got exercise too.
Okay, good. Let's do it on the other side. How about it? Brent and Austen show, August 18th, earliest ever the panic button has come out. I mean, wow.
I mean, Hamby's ready to hit in the draft, but we had to talk him off that ledge.
I was?
Remember you got pissed because you thought the interior wasn't addressed?
Oh, that's right.
Well,
yeah, and then it was the whole thing of we hit the panic button now. I'm like, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, I thought heard you guys bring that up a little bit.
I know, it's time to hit it. It's time to hit it now. Like,
yeah, I think that's a little unfair on that one. Right?
What's that?
To say they should have drafted more offensive linemen. They're invested in the offensive line. Right now, just bad luck.
Sure. But I think the whole point of having good depth is that depth can come in and you don't worry about it. I think we're a little worried about it right now.
Yeah. Well, I think even their depth is beat up to that point, right?
Yeah.
Like the Milams, the Littles, the Adogas.
Yeah.
Those are 3-year depth pieces that you don't mind if they're healthy.
But if Adoga and Walker Little and Milam are in, are we confident?
Yeah, I think they're still confident.
Okay.
But not when they're hurt. That countdown to kickoff. Hey, stay tuned. An ever-changing show. Of course, if I put a rundown in really early, the show changes 15 different times. That's what happened. So we'll have countdown to kickoff for you on CBS 47, and then the game on CBS 47. Then post-game show will follow as well on Friday against the Panthers.
When we say the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is everywhere, we mean it. If you don't want to see our ugly faces and you just want to hear our takes, listen to the podcast. It's up 30 minutes after every live show. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google Play. It's really that simple. Just pull out your phone. I'm on Spotify, Action Sports Jacks. Every episode is right there, split into hour chunks, so you get exactly what you're looking for.
I think it would be a better chance that Branson Combs wins the weak side linebacker spot than Wyatt Milam wins the right guard spot. And that's more because Patrick Mekari has done more in the league.
Stupid take.
He's more.
Maybe you only have 15 minutes before the kids come home. You don't have time to listen to the full show. You're craving Jags content.
the YouTube page is for you. We have a separate playlist called Brent and Austen Show Segments. It's Jags only conversations right there every day. Subscribe, don't miss any Jags content. Action Sports Jags.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jax team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Action Sports Jax 24/7 is your home for high school football in the 904. Get ready for each week of action Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock with the Blitz Breakdown, talking everything high school football in the Jacksonville area. And when the lights get bright on Friday night, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is there with live broadcasts of our Game of the Week and the Friday Night Zone Blitz, giving you live looks into the biggest games in the area and coverage lasting until midnight.
Here's the kick, the snap, the hold, the kick is blocked!
And they're going for the end zone, and they got a guy! Touchdown! And what?
Find these broadcasts available on YouTube, X, Facebook, and of course, ActionSportsJax.com. And the action doesn't stop there. Find even more high school football on the Action Sports Jax social channels with content posted throughout the week. When you're looking for the best high school football coverage in the 904, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is ready for the Blitz.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, listen, there's a pause right now in Jacksonville a bit because you get guys injured and you start seeing the linemen one thing, and everybody kind of knows that's been a thing. Coach Cohen's talked about it quite a bit. But then when you see, like, the star of camp, say, okay, I got to miss a few practices, and Lequint Allen out for camp. Mm-hmm. Now you start seeing those skill guys. I think it really gets people's attention, and obviously Parker Washington too. So, again, I don't think. Well, there were a couple injuries that feels pretty significant still. Cole Van Lanen, and Mekari that we just really have no idea. The other injuries seem like, okay, they're going to get people back. I think that's an important part of this. We've done this for a long time. I think it's an important part when you can say, okay, knock on wood, haven't lost anyone for the season, right? Or they're out for 8 weeks or something like that. Now, for the most part, we have guys in Jacksonville coming back, and they'll see you next week, or there's not a major concern for getting on the pup for the most part. But the Parker Washington one catches your attention, doesn't it?
In terms of injury, yes and no. I'm not too worried about it. Like, maybe it's a Veterans Day rest. I get maybe he's a little banged up and everything. I think the Jaguars are erring on the side of caution. And guess what? I think Parker Washington, who's in line for a new contract, is probably erring on the side of caution as well. So I'm honestly, like, in terms of a panic button, we're at like a 2 when it comes to that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't think you'd panic about it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
But Parker. It catches your attention. And also, to me, Austin, it actually brings up the contract stuff a little bit.
Okay.
Because do you think in any way, let's even be out for a few days in a soft tissue injury, or if that's what it is, because that's what usually it feels like, do you think that it gets his camp moving at all, potentially to say, hey, wait a minute, now it's part of the game. I got to be available. And or as Mr. Hugo's suggesting, is it posturing from a hold-in kind of standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it posturing, but also I think it's to say if he got the guaranteed money right now, would he be practicing? Who knows? Like, I
do
think,
you feel that way?
Well, I think, once again, like I just said, it errs on the side of caution. I think right now, like, if you got something that's a little nicked or banged up, why would you risk it when you're in line to make millions and millions and millions of dollars?
Yeah, I understand that. I also think I could see why the team would say, for just about anybody, but especially that, hey, if you got a little something bothering you, we don't want you going out there either.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I said. Both sides are erring on the side of caution.
Yeah. But so you don't think it matters at all? It doesn't do anything for the contract?
This rate, him sitting out?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Doesn't move much either side.
Why would it?
Well, I'm just, again, injuries are part of the game. I have no idea how close they are, but this doesn't motivate.
Do you think
a camp either way to be like, especially his camp?
Do you think James Glass was like, oh, look he got dinged up? That's gonna be a minus $2 million now.
I don't think so.
And do you think his camp's gonna be like, oh, he got dinged up, we better hurry up and make sure we maybe take less money? So, I don't think
it has to be less money.
You think it's more?
No, it just depends what's on the table. And we have no idea what's on the table. I don't think you subtract or add. But we've been adding for the last 2 weeks. Every time he makes a play, it's like, there's $1 million.
Well, I haven't been. Everyone's been adding, but that's dumb.
But I know it's been a fun narrative to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you get hurt, you subtract. I'm just saying, does it get you to the table? Puts things in perspective of, hey, I really do want to get this thing done. 1, prior to the season, because everybody wants to get it done prior to the season.
Yeah.
But 2, I mean, this is the reality of it. If I have something that creeps up in October and miss a few games, if I do hit free agency, that hurts me.
Yeah, listen, I've said it a million times. I think what gets him to the table is the Michael Wilson contract.
Yeah, you believe that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what will get them to the table, is depending what Michael Wilson gets paid. That's what I think is going to drive the narrative. And I want to do a little bit of an exercise because I think it's an interesting landscape when we talk about what the NFL is looking like now in terms of contracts. I think the wide receiver position, especially a couple years back, you paid a guy based off of performance and resume more than what he could be. Now, we can sit here and say, well, Christian Kirk, and we talked about this during a break yesterday, changed the game. Agents right now and teams right now are pissed off at the Indianapolis Colts and Alec Pierce because they've completely turned the game now of the wide receiver position. When you have a guy in Alex Pierce who's making $28.5 million a year, and you look at his resume where he barely eclipsed 1,000 yards last year, they set the precedent of saying we're going to pay a guy based off of what what we think he can be compared to what he's done.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in Green Bay with Christian Watson.
Yeah.
People, even Packer fans, are like, why did we just pay him that much? Because Alec Pierce dictated the market. This is what's going on right now at Parker Washington. This is what Parker Washington's camp is saying. They point to Alec Pierce and say, well, look at that. He had maybe 1,000 yards receiving, but you're paying off based on what he could be. It's the same thing for Parker Washington right now. The Jaguars want to go, okay, well, we can pay him this much because this is what he's done so far. And Parker's camp can go, well, look at what Christian Watson, look at what Alec Pierce are getting paid based off of what they could possibly be. That's the difference now with the wide receiver position. You're paying guys based off what you hope it can be, set aside from what the resume says. So I wanted to do an exercise and say, give me positions that you would pay or that you would overpay for based off of hope and not resume. Because we've seen it happen a little bit with the quarterback position and Blake Bortles, and it didn't work so well. So what positions would you gamble for and say, you know what? I got a good feeling about this. The market's pretty high right now on this guy, but I'm willing to overpay this position because I have that much faith in said position. And Hamby, feel free to take part in the exercise as well.
Well, so if I'm doing this right, I mean, we already have seen this in quarterbacking. Right, across the board. People willing to pay what the Giants paid Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley, right? More valuable of a position.
Kirk Cousins got paid in Atlanta.
Yeah, so you're going to do that at quarterback. I think everybody would agree.
But I'm asking, what would you do?
I'd overpay for edge rushers.
Okay.
I would overpay for quarterbacks, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if I had $60 million tied up in quarterbacks, it's the most important thing to find.
But you would pay that much based off not even. But this is my point though. You're basing off of what you hope it could be, not the resume.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay, so you're projecting.
Yeah, like I know there was a few circumstances, but so are these. I mean, these aren't every player.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I projected and felt really convicted and strong about a quarterback situation,
okay,
I think that in a way Miami did that a little bit with Malik Willis. They didn't pay him $60 million.
Okay,
but they've done that, and I can. You need to find a quarterback.
Okay. The Jags did it with Cole Van Lannon.
Yeah, I mean, not quarterback. They did it with Nick Foles.
Yeah, they did.
And I understand it.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, but I understand it.
Okay.
So I would do it at the quarterback spot.
Okay.
Because I think it's that big of a deal.
Would you do it at wide receiver?
No.
But you're saying that the quarterback's the most important spot. Doesn't the wide receiver help out the quarterback? Like, this is what Indianapolis is thinking. This is what Green Bay is thinking. Jacksonville may not be thinking that right now based on what they have. So you wouldn't pay the wide receiver.
Not to I wouldn't have done the Alec Pierce deal to answer your question.
But I'm saying, are you willing to overpay?
No, I know what you're asking.
Listen, I'm not saying give Parker Washington $28 million.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, are you willing to overpay for the wide receiver?
Yeah, I say no, and the reason I say no so quickly is because I think there are receivers just about everywhere, and I don't think that's stopping.
Okay.
I think, let's just say, for instance, the price gets too high in Jacksonville for Parker Washington. I'm not telling you they can instantly replace him, but I think it's reasonable to find another Parker Washington. I don't think it's reasonable to find a quarterback that just did X for you.
Okay.
I think that's a much harder find. That's more needle in a haystack. So I wouldn't pay the running back position or the receiver position as willingly as I would, say, the quarterback position there. I do think edge rusher and interior. Interior might be before edge rusher now. I think that position is so damn hard to find.
Interior as in defense or offense?
Defense, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that position to me has become one of the most rare commodities to have in the National Football League. And so if you feel like you have a dominant guy and you see that projection and you feel that way convicted, I would pay up for that guy rather than let him walk or, see what happens or whatever, or draft another guy.
Okay.
I think that is a very hard one to find. And then I would probably go edge rusher. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think, let me give you one more bit of reasoning on my off. You're like, well, why didn't you say left tackle? Well, because I just don't know if we feel like we have Hall of Fame offensive linemen rolling around anywhere these days. I feel like the position seems overmatched often. And I think like, I guess if you saw you had an elite one, you would do it. There's no doubt. But I think it would jump out at you. I don't think it would be a sneaky suspicion. I don't think it would be like this very short window, project it, boom. I think you would kind of know if you had a guy that's a stud. Okay. So I just don't think they're walking around. I don't think you have those decisions to make as often as you do in the other spots that I said. So, yeah, quarterback to me, interior defensive line, edge rusher, dominant next. I think you got to overpay early.
Okay, Hamby.
Yeah, I think I'm overpaying for the quarterback, the edge rusher, and I might overpay for the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm overpaying for the corner.
Okay.
Who's a little bit hasn't necessarily proven it time and time again for years, but if I've seen enough of a sample, I think I'm getting a steal, or I think he's going to be a stud. I'll pay him more than maybe what the production says.
Okay. I'm going to be hesitant to pay the quarterback if we're just going off a resume, and he hasn't done that much. I'm not going to throw the bank at him if I have preconceived notions of him being the guy or not. I understand how important the quarterback position is, but like I'm not going to go out of my way to say, okay, well, he hasn't really done anything yet, so here's the checkbook. Like, I need to see something to let him know he's our guy. Once I know he's the guy, that's when I write the check for that.
So do you like what Miami did or no?
Miami with who?
Malik Willis.
I mean,
It's pretty
it's
small
an
sample,
attempt.
right?
Yeah. It's a small sample, but like it's
3 years,
I think-
$67 million, so 22 per.
which I don't think
Which I guess
yeah,
isn't
in the
crazy.
grand scheme of
Yeah.
things, isn't that big
That's
of a
actually
deal?
decent deal.
Yeah,
for a quarterback.
and like, is he going to be the starter a decade from now? Probably not. But is it a placeholder at a pretty low price? Sure.
Yeah,
I don't
That's
mind
more
what
than
Miami.
reasonable. I thought it was higher than that. I thought
don't-
it was in the 30s.
Yeah, I don't mind what Miami did. I am paying the wide receiver.
You are.
I am like because I'm helping the quarterback out. Like if and once again, this is different because we know Trevor Lawrence is the guy, right? So for the sake of the exercise, let's assume that we have the guy at quarterback. Okay. Well, if the whole goal is to try to help my quarterback out, and we have a young guy who's could be here for 4 or 5 years with my quarterback, then yeah, I'm probably going to overpay him a little bit just to make sure he doesn't go someplace else. Because my biggest worry would be if he does in fact ball out, get more money someplace else, and I'm watching him every Sunday go for 1,000-yard seasons or 1,500-yard seasons, and my quarterback's like, well, what the hell? I think that's an issue. So I would overpay the wide receiver position to help out my quarterback, to help out my offense. I would pay the edge because I think that guy is kind of few and far between. And if you have one that you think, like, hey, he's got a good first step, we can work with that, you're going to pay an edge based off of more of what you think it can be than what it actually is sometimes. So I'm with that. And then also safety. Because safety, I think you can cover some things up at that position.
Interesting. Let me play devil's advocate. Safety was a little surprising to me, but to be honest with you, they're pretty rare commodity.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of think the way interior alignment, you don't get a lot of top flight safeties, which means so you can have something better than the rest of the league when you have the guy, and you can have it better than 25 other teams, especially depending on your defense and how you want to play them, all that stuff.
Like a Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, but yeah. I would say like more like of the Ed Reed and if you go back to
Troy,
what's his name in Seattle? Who was the guy? Earl
Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas? Or
Felt
Cam
like
Chancellor?
Earl Thomas.
Okay.
I felt Earl Thomas was a game changer. Nobody in the league had Earl Thomas at that time.
Well, but they also, they had a lot of guys. They had
did have a
Wagner,
lot
they
of
had
guys,
Cam,
yeah. But I thought other defenses had some of the guys they had. I don't think anybody had the Earl Thomas guy.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were really good, he was unbelievable. And so you can get better. But anyway, back to wide receiver. I mean, look, in Jacksonville alone, this is I guess the counter against the devil's advocate of the wide receiver.
Sure.
The Jags did overpay Christian Kirk to help their quarterback out. By many evaluations around the league, they overpaid him.
Yeah.
They got rid of him last year, much to the to all of us, like,
Sure.
how's this going to impact? And essentially, they've replaced him with a 6th-round pick. That might
Christian
be better.
Kirk. Okay.
With Parker Washington.
Do you think Brian Thomas Jr. coming in
Certainly
had anything
helps,
to do with
but
it?
also a trade back in the first round, like, didn't have to jump up and get him in the top 10 or top 12. Yes, I do think he changes.
And
And
do
then
you
a midseason acquisition in Myers. So, like, I guess there are ways to acquire that talent rather than having to overpay him.
But
Like, Jags did it in 3 different ways.
Okay, but then let's go back to that contract year. Do you think he earned that money his first year in Jacksonville, Christian Kirk?
First year.
Because he had 8 touchdowns, and he had over 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, that was the year. Yeah,
So he was paid like a wide receiver
22,
one.
right? Yeah.
Do you think
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So do you think he earned that contract?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not for the rest of it.
Oh, well, then, listen, then they got Brian Thomas Jr., and all of a sudden he wasn't the one anymore. And then you had to get rid of him. Like, that's fine. But, like,
Well,
in that
3 years
moment,
in between, 2 years
okay,
in between,
but in that moment, everyone's like, well, why'd you pay him that much money? Well, you paid him that much money because at that time, he was the wide receiver one. So you needed him to be that. And he never had over 1,000-yard season before he got to Jacksonville. Now, did it go great for the rest of his career? No, but I got why you paid him what you paid him. And in the grand scheme of things, in terms of fluctuation of the contract, it really wasn't that big of a deal at the end of the day with the way the wide receivers are getting paid and everything. So, yeah, I mean, I think Christian Kirk that first year earned what he earned.
Yeah.
He was the wide receiver one.
Well, I do too. I just think some of your argument is that, hey, you're going to have this guy for the next 4 or 5 years. That wasn't necessarily what happened,
but also I think Christian was, 27 when he got to Jacksonville?
Yeah.
How old is Parker?
No, he was younger than that. He was
How old? 26?
I think he might have been 25 or 26. Well, he's 4 years in. That would have been his 5th year. So he's probably 26.
Okay, he's 26, yeah.
Yeah.
How old is Parker?
25.
Okay. So, I mean, I think younger by a year, if you want to say. Like, I just think Parker's got a lot more tread on the tires than Christian.
I see the value in it. I just also think it's a decent argument to make, and because in a way, it seems like receivers grow on trees. Like, not many positions do in the NFL, but they kind of do. I mean, Jaguars have a 4th one they're not even going to use.
How come the Chiefs can't find one?
Well, they have over the years.
Who?
Well, Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I mean, they got didn't they get good play out of like Juju Smith-Schuster one of the years? Didn't they get Sammy Watkins doing stuff?
I think that. Well, I think that was more Patrick Mahomes.
Well, okay,
like,
so we don't know which one's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, well, no, listen. Valdez-Scantling wasn't a great wide receiver. Smith-Schuster had a much better career in Pittsburgh. Rashid Rice hasn't really shown us anything yet. Like,
yeah, that's right.
I think Tyreek Hill, and that's about it. Like, what about Baltimore? It took them how long? And are we even sure that Zay Flowers is the guy? They got Rashad Bateman.
They better hope so.
Okay, that didn't work out. Odell didn't work. And they're a storied organization. They couldn't find a wide receiver forever.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand we can sit here and say that wide receivers grow on trees. I think there's some teams right now around the NFL that would say, hey, well, we'd like to pick one because we have nothing right now.
Well, maybe they're not that great at it. I mean, the Jags the Jags went 12 years without being able to find a 1,000-yard receiver, and yet just went through 2 cycles of receivers that were pretty good, especially if you include the tight end with Evan Ingram. But, I mean, Zay Jones did well here. Obviously, Kirk did well here. And now you've got this new incarnation. So, I mean, a franchise that hasn't been able to find a lot of talent at all has been able to find it in that way. Again, I'm not hard arguing against it. I understand what you're saying. I also, here's the other question I have for you, and especially goes back to the contract a little bit. Is it comparable to the Watson deal and also the Alec Pierce deal? Because those are ex guys, right? Ex receivers, essentially.
You mean like deep threats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that change things? And is that change things compared to what the Jags are doing with Parker Washington? Based on what they're asking him
so you're saying because he's not a deep threat?
Yeah, so you're going to overpay. You'd overpay Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, but then
because of the speed, right? The deep threat, what he brings to the table, but you might not overpay the slot guy.
I mean, they just gave Jacoby Myers $20 million. He's not a deep threat guy, and he was here for how many games?
Yeah, I get it, but that's $20 million. It's not 25.
Okay,
and he also has 9 years of experience.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously age is different. Like, we don't know how long Jacoby Myers is going to last, but like, no, I don't think like being a deep threat is everything. Like, I think DeAndre Hopkins got a contract because he's a great route runner.
Yeah,
I think Parker Washington's the best route runner on this team. I think that means something. Like,
yeah, like would they let
like
Christian
Alex
Kirk
Pierce
go if he was an ex receiver and he had that skill set? Because that's harder to find.
So you're saying because
they overpaid Alec Pierce because he's
a deep threat?
20 yards a catch.
I think they paid him because he's the number one receiver. Like,
okay.
I think they paid Christian Watson because he's their go-to receiver. I think Parker Washington can be the go-to receiver.
Yeah. Well,
I think Cooper Kupp was a go-to receiver, and I don't think he's necessarily like the deep threat. I think Puka Nacua, great at slants and everything, but like isn't necessarily the deep threat.
Yeah.
Chris Olave just got money. Like, is Chris Olave the deep threat? I mean, I think he's a great route runner.
Looked like it in practice.
Yeah.
Listen,
you
don't have to agree with me. I'm just having a conversation.
I don't, because like if that's the
difference?
case, then Deshaun Jackson would have been the highest paid wide receiver in the league.
Okay, well, it's maybe 20 years ago too. Like, I mean, it's.
But like speed is speed.
Moss was, pretty highly paid.
Randy Moss?
Yeah,
sure. But I'm saying, like, I don't think just being a deep threat is what makes you the highest paid wide receiver. I think being a great route runner, I think being the one, I think trusting the quarterback, I think that all goes into play.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, if we're asking why did they overpay Alec Pierce, you're not asking, he's not coming out of the slot. He's beating people deep.
It's
if
because
you're asking
Alex,
me how they, Brian Thomas Jr. or Parker Washington, is it easier to replace them when they leave? It's harder to replace Brian Thomas Jr.
I think everybody has a different idea of what a number one receiver is.
Absolutely.
The Bills are
We
paying
don't even know who it is.
Okay,
in Jacksonville.
The Bills are paying DJ Moore $27 million a year. I don't think DJ Moore is necessarily a deep threat, but I think DJ Moore is considered their number one receiver. So, like, I think it all depends, like, what the situation is. Like, I think there's wide receivers out there that necessarily aren't, like, the biggest burners per se, but they're great route runners, and they get paid accordingly. I don't buy the narrative, okay, well, Alex Pierce is the deep threat, so he's getting the most money. No. Alex Pierce is the number one receiver, because if that was the case, they would have kept Michael Pittman if they're worried about the deep threat in the red zone and everything, because Michael Pittman's a big-bodied guy. He can fly down the field and make a play. I just think it's more of, is he your one receiver or not?
Well, is Parker your number one receiver?
I think, and I've said it many times, I think he's the 1B, 1A, 1B.
Yeah. Hamby, you're quiet on this front.
Yeah,
It's an intriguing conversation.
It is. I think Parker's the 1B, but I just don't think he's.
Who's 1C? Jacoby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I think it's a unique situation, guys, in Jacksonville. I don't think Parker would be a one on most teams. And I say that believing that I don't believe Alec Pierce would be a one on most teams. The Colts also have a unique situation where they were kind of desperate, I think. That's why they paid him what they did. That's why they overpaid. Desperation leads to overpaying, and sometimes that's okay. Where the Jags were desperate for a receiver when they signed Christian Kirk and paid him more than what the market says they should. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But the Jags are not in a desperate situation. So I can see them not wanting to pay up for Parker to the tune of, anywhere close to what Alec Pierce is making. I'm sure they want him, but at what price?
Well, and once again, I think Parker's people have to understand that he's not going to get Alex Pierce money.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think anybody's talking about that.
Yeah. The Alex Pierce, like,
I don't think
there's no, like, I mean, listen, if Parker's people are like, yeah, we need $28 million.
Yeah, see you later.
If I'm James Gladstone, I'm like, well, best of luck with that. Like, and did the Colts overpay for Alex Pierce? Absolutely. But they overpaid for Alex Pierce just like Green Bay overpaid for Christian Watson because you said, that's our one.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to make our quarterback happy. I truly think that Parker Washington makes Trevor Lawrence happy.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm willing to overpay and do what it takes because I'm trying to help out my quarterback.
Yeah, that's a listen. Again, I like the conversation. I think your point might be dead on. I think the difference between potentially Green Bay and Indianapolis is they also don't have the other options there that your quarterback likes. There's pretty crystal clear that Trevor likes Jacoby Myers too. And we're still working out the Brian Thomas Jr. stuff, but any quarterback would take that, obviously.
Well, I mean, the Packers just got – keep in mind, the Packers are invested at the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
Like, they just drafted a first-round pick.
Finally, yes.
So, yeah.
But – and what else does Indy have? What are they, Downs?
Josh Downs.
Did they just sign Keenan Allen?
They just signed Keenan Allen, 1 year, $8 million.
Yeah, but that might be a little bit of insurance for early Pierce. Like, is he coming back in time for the season?
Well, but that's a different. I mean, Keenan's gonna be in the slot.
He's gonna be there anyway.
Well, they'll probably rotate because Downs in the slot too. Like, Keenan's
just
gonna
another
be there.
weapon.
Keenan's a route runner, man. Like, he's not gonna be the deep threat.
Well, they just need another body right now at this stage. I think, just in case. Did you see Alec Pierce actually out there walking around? Did you see that piece of video? Looked like he was kind of still walking with a limp to me. So I don't know if he'll.
Yeah, Drake London. Forgot about him. Yeah, that dude just got paid too.
Yeah, it's a little gingerly walk
you saw
here.
that video?
Yep.
Do I think Worthy and KC should be paid more than Myers? Is Worthy more important than Myers? I don't know where you're going with this. Are you setting me up? But I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Should he be?
Well, no, but Worthy's a speed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worthy's a deep
Two
threat.
completely different players.
But he's going back to the conversation of do you pay because he's a deep threat? So would you pay him more than Myers?
Yeah, which, by the way, was a question. This doesn't have to be a right and wrong. This was, but do you pay speed guys? Because here's what I would answer to that. I would pay Brian Thomas Jr. and take the leap on a Brian Thomas Jr. smaller sample than I would a slot guy. I would absolutely do that because I think he changes your offense. I would do that. Now, here specifically, what Parker's doing, I think it's debatable. But if you give me one more year on Brian Thomas Jr., I'm ready to give him a deal. Because I think he's changed his offense that much. So, again, it depends who you are. I wouldn't have paid Alec Pierce. I mean, we criticized the hell out of that one. Speed or no speed. So, I think it's a different deal, different conversation. Obviously, each guy and each team. Carolina comes to town. Are you afraid? This guy did a good job last year at the end of the season. And Carolina, Bryce Young, there you go. Y'all in on Bryce Young?
I feel like
to go off this conversation.
I feel like for as much love as like Sean McVay got and Cliff Kingsbury gets, welcome this. It's a good looking dude. Like I feel like just because he's lost in Carolina, he's lost in the East Coast.
Yeah, has to win a little bit more, maybe.
I can tell you one thing about this guy. Set aside for
I wonder if he's got a fireplace.
Yeah,
he did write
Buffalo.
a book.
Where was
he
he
was in Tampa.
But before that,
he was before Liam.
I know, but was he in Buffalo at all? No.
I don't know.
Okay,
I'd have to check that one.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have been maybe in Arizona before that and come over in Tampa with Arians.
Okay, that might
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back. Brent and Austen Show. We do have a conversation with Emmanuel Pregnon coming up at the bottom of the hour as well. Liv caught up with him, and obviously a very important figure all of a sudden, it seems like, here in Jacksonville.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil change without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue, just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austin. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
the NFC,
He gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
the PGA,
Unbelievable.
World Cup soccer, NASCAR,
Denny Hamlin, big-time victory in Nashville.
baseball,
Ball deep center, Edmonds going back, the ball is going long.
local Jag shows,
You feel the energy in here? There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
and of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick six, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
We have all the sports, the exclusive interviews,
We got the best fans in the NFL.
the biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar. So hold on and see why live sports is where you need to be on CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Get in the game.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3, don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Welcome back here, Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Jags in Carolina joint session tomorrow morning, and I think that's sold out. Next week, of course, a week from today against the Bucs, sold out, and all eyes go ahead to Friday in the game with Carolina on CBS 47 at Everbank, which still, again, kind of excited about getting in there and seeing how it looks a little bit different from what it's been. Big stories today. Panic button's already out. Patrick Mekari back procedure reported last night. Jags confirmed this morning, but no timetable whatsoever. When did it happen? Did it happen multiple times from the end of last season till now? Like, everything's on the table. When will he be back? Will he be back? Like, again, no move to IR, so that there's some significance there if you're not making the move to IR. Lequint Allen out for camp. Interesting because most players have not been ruled out for camp. That's kind of a new – now, camp is just about over, as I've mentioned. So soft tissue issue there, which, you know, good or bad. Those are nagging. Who knows? September 13th, still 4 weeks away. Parker Washington, day-to-day. Obviously very cautionary, you would think. I feel like it's some reports were, I don't know exactly what the wording or phrasing was, but maybe see you next week type of thing. So don't think we'll see him the rest of the week. So that's the latest on the Jags and all their injuries. Oh, actually, Wyatt Milam, too, is day-to-day, so he's not out there. Walker Little did come back to practice yesterday, so I guess that's a good thing. Chuma Edoga obviously got given a better prognosis than we thought it could be coming out of that game. So it's a mixed bag, but not a great injury report for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And you go back to Jack Kaiser, who we thought could come back during camp, and just so you know, we're now on August 18th. And that happened, I think, day one, right? I think that was a day oneer.
It was.
July 27th or 6th, and he's not back. So that's and then Parker Hughes just went on IR, 7th-round pick this week, yesterday, I think it was. So a lot going on with the Jaguars. And remember, they stayed pretty healthy last year, and that's the fingers crossed thing. I mean, San Francisco's dealt with injuries forever. The Jags, when things haven't gone well, have dealt with injuries. 2018, when they bounced back from a good year, injuries were a big part of that story throughout the course of the season, not necessarily in camp that I remember. And then, of course, later in the season in 2023, on the heels of 2022 and an 8-3 start, that was a big factor. Nobody wants to look back and say that. They want to just say they choked and all that, but there's obviously a big factor when you lose your quarterback for that. One more thing on all this receiver talk, and you brought it up, Christian Kirk, and we brought it up in the commercial, but we never really said what we were talking about yesterday. It feels like I don't know if the Jags are getting burned, but the Jags are paying a couple years later for that Christian Kirk deal.
Yeah.
Because the Christian Kirk deal was outlandish at the time to the rest of the league. I don't think we were saying that in town. I think we were actually supporting your theory, like, hey, you got to go get your quarterback something. So I were like, whatever.
Needed a wide receiver one.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and again, I don't even know if they brought him in here as wide receiver one. I don't think that was the idea. He ended up with 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns.
But who
they
else
brought
was
in
there?
a collection. They had Marvin Jones. They had Zay Jones. They brought in Evan Ingram. They were bringing in weapons.
Yeah, but come on, man. Like Marvin
Christian Kirk wasn't looked at as the number one receiver at that time. Like when he brought in, in my opinion,
I thought he was. Yeah, I mean, because Marvin Jones was never a number one receiver.
No. I mean, and he was older at that stage.
Hold on, let me guys ask you. I think there's an important clarification. Are you guys talking about, was he brought in to be the Jaguars' number one receiver?
Yeah,
or
correct.
was he brought in to be a number one receiver? Those are completely two different things, in my opinion. There are not 32 number one receivers in the NFL. I think you guys know what I'm getting at. There are like 18 of them. Some teams even have 2. T. Higgins, you could say, is a wide receiver 1. But there are teams that don't have a wide receiver 1. They bring guys in to be their wide receiver 1, but these dudes are not wide receiver 1s.
He was brought in to be the one of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
But he was not a wide receiver 1. He was not a top 15 receiver in the NFL.
No.
I think it's an important distinction.
No,
I get what you're saying. I understand this. Yeah, he's basically saying if you put him on any team in the league, would he be a number one receiver?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, obviously,
like Jalen Waddle was a 2 receiver in Miami. He would have been more of a number 1 than Christian Kirk here in Jacksonville.
Yes.
If you brought him
what
here.
He's saying. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not wrong there. I get that. Yeah.
The Jaguars brought Christian Kirk to Jacksonville to be the number one receiver, I think.
Yeah. Did you think so, Hamby, at that time? I'm saying at that time.
I didn't think so when
the move was made.
When they made the move, I did not think that he was just all of a sudden they're 100% their one guy.
Who do you think was?
I didn't think they had it. It was going to be by committee.
Do you always think you have to have a number 1 wide receiver?
No, because we just talked about Jaguars had Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, and Brian Thomas Jr. 1A, 1B, 1C technically, and Travis Hunter.
Yeah. I'm just asking if you thought you had to label one a 1, because at that time I wouldn't have labeled Kirk a 1.
I mean, when you're talking,
Even for the Jags.
well, I think when you're talking contracts and you're talking like money, yeah, absolutely.
So my point in this is it's a conversation we had yesterday, is that it feels like they're getting the back end of this now. Trent Baalke took a lot of heat from the league for giving him $17 million. To our point, that was well worth it.
Yeah.
For Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars that year. And quite frankly, I still think they're seeing the dividends of it. I think he helped Parker Washington a ton. And Trevor Lawrence a ton. So I think you're still seeing the dividends of it. But on the other, it did inflate prices across the league. That was the one that inflated prices. And now there have been other moves that inflated prices. We feel like maybe Alec Pierce is another one right now that's helping inflate prices. But the price has already been pretty inflated for receivers. And honestly, the Christian Kirk deal helped.
Christian Watson deal inflated.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's my point, though.
Yeah, that was your point of
this is how we
investing
got
it.
this whole conversation, is that they paid Alex Pierce based off of what they hope he can be. They paid Christian Watson based off what they hope he can be.
Yeah. But we also saw Calvin Ridley get $22 million from the Titans, even though he wasn't based on a projection of what he could be. He was who he was at that point at 30 years old. So that inflated prices. Like, in what world would Calvin Ridley have gotten that from Tennessee when the Jags were even trying to keep him a little bit? He would not have gotten that amount of money without, I think, the Christian Kirk kind of deal a year prior that helped inflate prices. That's, I guess, my point.
Sure.
Right? And so that was like a little bit of a catalyst to jump the prices up. And I think that's the way the league viewed it at the time, and that's why they took some criticism. I just think it's a bit ironic that now they're feeling it on the other side, that, hey, guess what? You're going to have to pony up some pretty big money for Parker Washington, even if we said in June, hey, Parker's going to get $24 million a year. Been like, yeah, shut up, Brett. He's not getting $24 million a year. It sounds insane.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what was my number? 23.5.
Is that what you get? Is that what you said
What
today?
was it?
I think so.
Or back
no,
then?
that's because I remember Hamby had below 20.
I had 18.5 to 19.
Yeah.
I think Brent had 20 on the dot.
I put him right above Chris Godwin. No, I had him at
22.5.
22.5.
Yeah.
It would have been. Yeah, 22.5. Right below Cortland Sutton. 22.5.
Yeah, he's definitely getting more than I thought he was. He ain't gonna sign for less than 20. So you could throw my 18.5, 19 out the window.
Yeah, what is like the
This
least?
gets a really nice signing bonus.
Do you still feel 23.5 is about in that ballpark?
Mm-hmm.
You'd stick to that, or you go over under it?
I'm sticking right where I said it was. Yeah.
Right about it.
Yeah.
No. I wonder what the chat. Delphonic does the percentage. He always he and I like this. I get what he's saying. I don't. He's doing percentage of the cap, right?
If Michael Wilson gets 24, then I'll change my tune
to 24. Are you mimicking it?
To 24.1.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, above Michael Wilson. It's the Jahmyr Gibbs effect, man.
Yeah. I see that. I mean, that happens across the league.
Yeah.
Is there any chance Michael Wilson's waiting for Parker Washington's deal?
Yeah.
They're saying this from a Parker to Michael.
No,
Wilson,
I think maybe it's for being Hamby. So what I think is happening right now, it's like jump rope. Each side's waiting for their team to go in.
Double Dutch. Yeah. The 23rd in percentage of cap. Yeah, the numbers are high. The numbers are high across the board. I do think we have a hard time in general kind of swallowing some of the numbers that are thrown out there now. And then other times I kind of think we're just numb to it. But when we have these kind of conversations, to Delphonic's point, like, hey, 22 million or 23 million might not really be that astonishing. Mm-hmm. And that's, of course, what Parker's camp's saying.
Right.
But still, to us, it's like, wow, holy cow, didn't see that coming. But to go back on some of my thought from even the spring, I would say, like, we thought it's fair to say in the spring we thought this was like $15-16 million.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Right. I think those were
around the draft time.
But maybe we're a little silly to think that is my point because of the Christian Kirk deal alone.
Well,
yeah, but the thing is, that was before the Zay Flowers. I think that was even before Christian Watson got signed.
Before a lot of them, it was.
But Myers got signed already, right?
Yeah, Myers had already been signed for 20.
Yeah.
So my point is, if you comp even at all to like what they did, what the Jags did with the whole Christian Kirk thing, because Christian Kirk didn't have enormous numbers coming out of Arizona.
They were better than Parker's.
Trending numbers. He did. He had more sample size. I think it was he 3 years in at that time?
3 years.
3 years. So he had more sample size. But it wasn't 1,000 yards like Alex Pierce's leagues crossed that barrier.
Kirk was close last year, wasn't he?
I think he was like 800. I think he was very similar to Parker's year last year, I want to say.
No, I think he was close to like 9 something. And I think
what did Parker have last year? 858?
Because Kirk didn't start. So Kirk's last year in Arizona, he
it was
didn't
4
start
years.
all those games.
So
Kirk
it was
had
a 4-year sample. Yeah.
Kirk had okay, so yeah, definitely. First year 590 yards, second year 709, third year 620, 2021, fourth year 982.
So that was
and how many games did he start? Because he wasn't in the whole time.
Says 11. Yeah, he started. He played 17 games.
He played all 7.
He didn't 11. Yeah. Okay. But he had 103 targets that year.
It's a lot.
I mean, they threw him the football. Obviously,
it's much more than Parker.
I don't know, much more. It's like 120 yards more. Is that much?
Oh, I'm saying targets. I thought you said I was
okay.
specifically saying a lot more targets than Parker did.
But again, different time, different space. Right now, with that. Hey, you have Emmanuel Pregnon ready? Maybe we can put a little bit of the panic at ease because everybody likes this guy right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the one story. There's not a lot of good stories coming out of the Jags offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one story. This guy showed up pretty good.
Yeah.
And this is one that the fans loved when he got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was there, you still see this on like social media. Like, I can't believe he was even there still. You watch a lot of Oregon football, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he came out and put on a nice show in his debut. I don't think people, it was perfect, but it was dominant at times too. And he really, as Liam Cohen said, flashed. So let's hear from Olivia Tassley and Emmanuel Pregnon yesterday from camp, now that he really takes center stage and becomes, I think, a very important player all of a sudden in the back half of August.
First and foremost, congrats. You got your first NFL debut. I know it's the preseason, but you got to put on the full suit, so to say. How did it feel going out there as a Jacksonville Jaguar?
First time, it felt surreal. I just felt, like what a blessing, what an opportunity to go out and put the pads on the NFL field and play my first NFL game. Yeah, it was an honor.
Did you feel like you had your NFL moment if you didn't have it yet? I mean, did you feel that welcome to the NFL?
I would say, I felt that here, so in that regard, I kind of felt prepared.
When you look back at the tape today and even Sunday, what did you notice about yourself in your first debut game?
I knew. I've always known that I don't quit. You're always gonna make mistakes. It's always how you respond. That's what matters. So I felt like I responded. Yeah.
You were actually pretty dominant out there. I mean, we saw the tape, we saw the highlight reels on you. What was your favorite rep that you had out there during that game?
I would have said one of my cleanup blocks on Pass Pro. That was pretty fun. I love that rep. Yeah.
Is that one to remember for you now that you had your NFL moment, you got out there in your debut game? Is that like, hey, this is a play that I want to build off of now?
Yeah, I mean, to me, football is a product, and I want to make my entire product exceptional, right? So as far as everything, I just want to be, model it after perfection. So, yep.
There's a lot of plug and play on this offensive line. We know it's a little beat up, but where are you feeling comfortable at on this line?
Wherever they feel like they should put me, pretty much. I feel comfortable at left or right guard, and I'm ready to do what the team needs and win.
Playing alongside Monahan and Milam, you guys are really the future of the offensive line. What's it like to play alongside those guys and know that one day you guys will be the starters out here and starting every Sunday?
Mm-hmm. I mean, those are my guys. All I know is, just like I've told them, I know that, we come here for one thing, and that's to play football. And I'm just really ready to work with my guys and continue to build this organization, show the people what we're about, and just dominate.
You have a question for him?
Yeah, I got a question.
This is Albert Regis, by the way.
How you doing today, E-Man?
Doing great, man. I'm phenomenal. How about you?
Tired, but I'm happy to be here.
Now we know he's that guy. Reporter in training. Game 2 on the horizon now. You get to play inside the bank for the very first time. What are you looking forward to as you break in your Duval debut?
Great pipes.
The fans. I'm looking forward to the fans, and I'm also looking forward to just going out there and win. Yeah.
We're not sure how many reps you're going to get during the actual season. So how valuable are these joint practices and preseason games for you?
I would say imperative, I believe every rep is imperative. And that's the type of mindset that, I would say we try to re-emphasize around here is that, you got to treat every rep like your last. So whatever it takes to do your job, you have to do it.
These joint practices are pretty rare to have 3 during the preseason. For you going up against the top guys in the NFL across 3 different teams, so to say, how valuable and how much do you appreciate going up against some of the tough competition on the other side of the ball?
To me, it's an honor. Not many people at all get the opportunity to lace up their cleats on an NFL field. So whenever I'm out there, I feel like I gotta put my all in, leave it all out there for my brothers, for this organization, and yeah.
Emmanuel Pregnon, a couple of things from that. First of all, I don't know if I was on or not, but Albert Regis's pipes sign me up, man. Should do some media someday.
JP Cedric, eat your heart out.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty good. And I think the most notable thing there is like, hey, I'm comfortable left or right guard. Mm-hmm. Now, people have him plugged in at right guard at times if you want to keep Ezra Cleveland, and you might need him to play right guard. Let's just say my offensive line, I had Cole Van Lannon coming back in September. Right guard was Walker Little. So if you feel comfortable there, again, I think those things are harder than everybody else thinks, but I get the cross-training. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
So, but I think that was pretty significant that he could feel comfortable enough to go play both left and right.
Yeah, we spoke on this on Jaguars Happy Hour a little bit last night, but I would love to see him next to Anton Harrison because I feel like they're kind of the same player. Like, they're not afraid to get after it. And maybe that's a little more, and, Tony's echoed this like a million times, and I get it. There's like the left side and the right side, and it's kind of like a mirror now, right, in terms of like what right tackles and left tackles are making and everything. And you have to be good on both sides. Don't get it twisted. But like if you can get the quarterback's blind side and you're running to the left a lot, and you have two guys that are not afraid to hit you, finish blocks, pancakes, and all that stuff, well, now you got something.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll see what Pregnon looks like, this, because, and I've spoken this too, like, I'm not ready to say this guy's the week 1 starter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to need to see some more. Like, he's earned, and I said this yesterday, he's earned the right to see more. He's earned the right now to get some more maybe reps with the ones in Carolina against Carolina on Wednesday. And maybe if you want to play the ones, whatever, how that looks on the depth. But he's earned the right to at least go with the ones to see what he can do. He's earned that right. If he does, in fact, earn the gig, I'm not going to mind seeing him next to Anton Harrison.
Yeah, I have, like, it feels like he's got some nasty to him.
Oh, yeah. That was a big thing but at Oregon, that was a big thing out of college. Is what Scouts were saying. Like, he what was the glass eater, I think they said.
Is that what they said about him?
My gums are bleeding just thinking about it.
Listen, I know that's the nature of the position, but like there's a level of that too. I don't know if it always feels like the Jags have that, but out of that guard position, that run mauling spot, you definitely want to have that. And I actually like what I do in my mind, Austin, I project to what you just said. I see Pregnon now at, instead of whatever he is, 24 years old or 23 years old or 25 years old. They're all older this year's draft. But let's take him at 28 years old and Anton Harrison at 28 years old and how mean looking they are in an interview.
Yeah.
And on the field and just like locked in because that's their nature by anyway. But then they get even meaner, like as they get older out in the field.
Of course, they just get more
they
confidence.
learn how to do that.
Yeah, it's just getting more confidence. Like, and even you can tell in the interview right there. He's very much back in Oregon with like the media training, right? And it's great. It was a great interview, right? Humble and everything, and a team first guy. If he becomes what we think he can become, say 4 or 5 years from now, go back to the interview and watch how much has changed.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to see swag. You're going to see more maybe like of a relentlessness and just kind of like, this guy scares me a little bit. Almost like a Brenton Strange, if you will.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that's good. Good call. So 32 snaps against the Saints for Pregnon. Daniel Griffiths actually wrote about him on actionsportsjacks.com. And I don't think I've sent that in yet, so it'll be up later today.
Hey.
I think I just got that one this morning. But there's a bunch of articles up on actionsportsjacks.com. Daniel does a nice job deep diving into from the linebacker unit to other spots on the offensive line to the receivers and Brenton Strange. We got a bunch of articles up over the last few weeks, so you can go check that out. Did allow 1 pressure. Just 5 pressures allowed at Oregon. Now, they got rid of the ball damn fast, too, right? But still, 5 pressures allowed in an entire season is pretty good, and 1 sack across the last 2 years. That's why people are so high on him. But those injuries could force him into action. I will tell you this again, from my understanding, when they drafted him, they were like, hey, this is cool. He's going to be able to take his time and figure it out. If he's a pleasant surprise and moves faster than we think, that's okay. But we don't feel the need to push him into a role. And guess what? Now that need is here. That need has arrived. Unfortunately, that need has arrived for Emmanuel Pregnon. Hey, we want to give you the sounds of camp. We like to keep you safe and sound at home, too. Metro Foundation Solutions can do that. MetroFoundationFL.com. Get a free estimate, 904-468-0454. All the way down to Daytona Beach as well in Central Florida, but right here in Northeast Florida. Foundation Repair, Crawl Space, and Gutter Solutions. MetroFoundationFL.com. Metro Foundation Solutions. Let's hit a timeout. We come back. We'll have our recycled headlines of the day, which are not great on the injury front if you're just jumping in. The panic button was applied prior in the show already on August 18th. And hopefully it's not in the middle of September, too. Maybe it's just a rush to the panic button. You can always go back and listen on podcast form, by the way, wherever you get your podcast. The show is up each and every day about a half hour after. So if you're getting a workout in or a walk or your schedule a little bit different than ours? Check out the podcast. You can always check out the show all the time on social media. And coming soon to Action Sports Jacks TV on October 1st. Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilly, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Local sports content anytime and anywhere. That's been the vision of the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network as we bring you live events and exclusive interviews just like this.
I'd be lying if I'd have said in 1995 when they picked me that 30 years later I'd be sitting here.
Let's see this weigh in right now. What do we got? Oh, we got a big hole. 44.48. There's the moment here.
Lead is 14, matching the largest of the game. Crawford,
Oh
did it
my
again!
gosh.
If we can't do the minimum of making it to the Final Four, then something's really not right.
And it's only growing from there. So join the thousands of people that have been tuning into the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network each week. Download the apps, save the website, or tune into any of our social media platforms as we bring you local sports anytime and anywhere. So come watch some sports with us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. It's nobody but Nimnicht, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnicht Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville. It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Dan Hickens in the house, huh?
Nah. The under $5, I'm going to try them all.
Why wouldn't you?
Hot dogs, popcorn, pretzels, nachos. What's the one to the far right? Not
Candy
far
and
right, but
soda?
the candy one. Is that what it is? It's just they have
Oh,
candy
like a
at the
Snickers bars, I
concessions?
think.
Okay. And then you got some soda and water. Under $5. People have been asking for that.
Yeah.
They got it.
I was asking for it. I'm happy.
And there's
See you guys there.
free snacks as well, like in the club area is part of it. So fan first favorites debuts on Friday inside Everbank for 2026.
Okay, so for the whole season.
Whole season, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Steph and Ty saving me money.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. What's the story here, man?
Didn't show up.
Yeah, so Marte doesn't show up to Fenway Park for the Arizona game.
Missed the game.
But I feel like I saw, what's it, Lavulo, is that his?
Troy Lavulo.
The manager.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had conversations with him. And I thought I saw the tweet that said, yeah, but it's almost like there's no coming back or something like that. Is there a major problem here, or is he going to play like today?
No, he's on the restricted list.
So how long are you out for that? However long?
It's
like an exemption list?
Right.
So he's probably done.
He's probably done.
With Arizona. Does anybody know? Are there any rumblings of what's going on? Because I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, why'd he miss?
He just decided not to play?
Yeah, he made it to Boston with the team and just didn't show up that night for the game.
Hell of a night in Boston.
I was gonna say he chose was an accident, like he got caught up someplace, or like
no.
This was deliberate. He didn't want to show up.
Yeah, he just didn't show. Yeah. It's not like they put they called the police about it.
Okay.
They've had conversations with him and just didn't show.
Just didn't want to play.
So you kind of wonder where all that is. Is he having a big year? Good year?
Good year. Yeah, he's one of the best second basemen in baseball.
So bizarre, man.
He's playing well.
I just don't show up for work and then see it. Now, maybe he might have just said, hey, I'll be back tomorrow, and they were like, screw that. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Because they put him on the list pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a quick move. That wasn't like something that
That was the initial report. It was that he didn't show and he was on the restricted list. It wasn't like one happened and those happened simultaneously.
Wow. Crazy. You see the new the new version of the Penn State whiteout?
What?
I have not. Penn State's got new jerseys?
13 Penn State fraternity brothers charged with running a major cocaine trafficking ring.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dear.
Gotcha. Again.
Weber wanted me to use that line.
I like that. Yeah.
Weber said that, and I gave him the headline yesterday. First comment under it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, Weber, I don't think you were on this one.
So this is, right. So this is the cocaine in Happy Valley?
Yeah, with some pledges allegedly forced to cut and package cocaine as part of their indoctrination into the frats.
Wow.
That's like according to Polymarket.
According to Poly, that's the news source these days.
I guess, yeah. I saw it somewhere else, too.
CBS News has it.
CBS News did
according to a website where you can make bets on God knows what.
CBS had it.
Okay,
CBS did
cool.
have it. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. They're a trusted organization.
What is
CBS.
what is Polymarket saying about Mekari's back, you know?
Well, that's a good question.
What are
That
they
one you
saying?
might have to ask Hamby
What
about.
is Polymarket saying about Parker Washington's contract? How much is he going to get?
That unbelievable story. I was just asking about that, though. So I guess it's pretty rampant on the college campuses with the youngins.
I guess, man. I guess we're getting, well, maybe.
We had this conversation a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was one of the more awkward ones we had on the show. I had to compare cocaine to Madonna.
Yes.
Never thought I'd see that.
No tie.
Yeah.
Just a comp.
Yep.
in its own way. Hey, let's catch you up to date on what's going on at Jags practice. Let's get our Republic Services Recycled headlines with Olivia Tasley.
It's not how we expected Tuesday's practice to start. One day after, head coach Liam Cohen told us that he is trending towards potentially getting the starters out there against the Carolina Panthers on Friday. Instead, we have a long list of injuries greeting us on a Tuesday morning, so let's get to it. We're going to start with the bad news. Wyatt Milam and Parker Washington are day-to-day, but they are expected to return next week. Patrick Mekari, he had back surgery earlier this year, and now there is no determination if he will be put on IR or not. So that's a huge one to look out for. Lequint Allen Jr., he is now dealing with a soft tissue injury, and he is expected to miss the rest of training camp. As for the good news, Jordan Lewis and Nick Mullins were dressed today after sitting on the sidelines yesterday. They were dressed and practicing with the Jacksonville Jaguars today. That'll do it for your recycled headlines, guys. Let's go back to you.
Check out recyclingsimplified.com, republicservices.com/lithium batteries to get more educated on what you do with your lithium batteries. Please do the right thing. Don't throw them in your trash. That's how you start fires in the house, in the trash cans, in the garbage trucks, at the garbage facilities. So make sure you get educated if you have that, doing some summer cleaning around this time of year. republicservices.com/lithium batteries. Shout out to the DJI camera. I got on there too. Very good little pub for the DJI, which we like. On the camera, there, good work by Liv. One that's under the radar, she mentioned, is Jordan Lewis.
Yeah,
obviously big loss last year at the end of the season, and kind of was just under the assumption, okay, things are cool, like it's good.
Yeah.
And now in the last week and a half or so, in and out, and more out.
Yeah, I mean, do we know?
No, I don't.
Hamby? I mean, because you're talking about. Well, let's be honest.
They let me interview him on the sideline. That's usually a good sign.
Okay.
In the game.
And I get there's other guys like Jerry Jones could maybe move over there as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, but like I think you think of Jordan Lewis. Like this guy was brought here for a reason. I think he's one of the vocal leaders.
Absolutely.
Of that defense and everything, and the fact that has he got any? Like, so he's been in and out.
He's just been in. It's weird. It's like he's just off to the side. Some days not even dressed.
Yeah.
And then it looks like he's going to. But yeah, I don't know if it's it's really hard to tell. Again, I'm not even going to speculate. But is it like a re-injury?
Speculate.
Is it something different? Is it something related to last year? As Delphonic's point is. So I don't know.
Don't say Liz Frank.
Well, that was last year. He was asking, was it a Liz Frank?
Oh, okay.
And that's a good question.
Get it ready. We're talking Liz Frank. If we're talking Elizabeth Franklin's, we're going back.
We learned all about Liz Frank yesterday.
We're going back to the panic button.
Fall off the horse.
Yeah. Hamby, I'm gonna need that on cue when I go like this, though, man. It's all good.
Hey, good. That's going to be in the preview all the time now.
In case you missed it,
is the it's.
We can't be doing that. We can't be doing it right now.
Why?
He doesn't want to overdo it.
Okay.
It is August 8th.
Leave it to Mr. Comedy to say what we can and cannot do on the bit show. Okay, got it, man. You got it.
You told me the other day you were watching preseason football, had no desire of watching the Field of Dreams.
Correct.
Which that's fine. But I will tell you this. First of all, I'd like to go see the Field of Dreams play someday.
Sure.
I've never been to Iowa other than I've crossed there's a bridge in Nebraska, Iowa that you can stand on both sides of the state. So
cool.
I guess technically I've been to Iowa.
What was that an experience? Because I'm not gonna lie, you're not really selling it.
Well, it's
a bridge that divides Nebraska and Iowa,
and so they have like a spot on the top of the bridge where you're in both states, like you can.
Jason Aldean called them flyover states for a reason, but go ahead.
So anyway, my point is, I technically, I guess, have been in Iowa, but not really been to Iowa.
Oh, I got you.
You know,
I've been,
and so I'd like to go. I'd like to go to that. I'm not sure it's a bucket list, but I would like to go. And so it hit a little different the other day when they announced the Field of Dreams game because the Red Sox are playing in it next year.
Oh, cool.
August 12th.
Well, there you go. Do you know who they're playing?
I think it was the Royals. Maybe it was the Royals.
Okay.
And so I was thinking, I was like texting my buddy right away. I was like, let's go.
Absolutely.
Now, it's August 12th. I'll probably be like at a preseason game or something, so maybe I won't. But, Hamby, if the Braves were playing, did the Braves play in that game yet?
No. They have not.
Have you even watched Field of Dreams?
Of course.
I was just checking. Of course. Don't do that.
The baseball. Thing. I don't know. I mean, he's an enigma.
Don't loop me in with Chandler on.
Yeah,
some of that
he is
bull.
the baseball guy, though.
Was Chandler the one that hadn't seen it.
Chandler hasn't seen
Have you
anything.
not seen Field of Dreams?
He
or
hadn't
has
seen crap.
Chandler's seen Camp Rock 3 or whatever, too, I think. But that's about it.
So if the Braves were to go, would you be interested in going, or it doesn't do much for you?
It doesn't do a ton, knowing I actually know somebody who was at the one a couple weeks ago or last
really?
week.
Did they like it?
Loved it, but they spent an arm and a leg.
Oh, was it crazy? I figured it'd be crazy.
Like World Cup arm and leg or?
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
You're talking like $600 or $1,000?
I
or
think
like
$1,000.
$1,500.
I think $1,000.
Really? I'm not doing that.
There's.
Think I can get a media credential?
Yeah, you get flex the muscles, man. You got that.
Yeah.
Pull some old strings from
why
Rhode
are you
Island.
covering the Red Sox today?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm dropping a K, the atmosphere better be electric. Hey, it better be electric.
Because here's the deal, man. I would just as well go in April and say I went and saw it.
Yeah.
Rather than, I don't have to see a major league game there.
Sure.
I think it would be cool if you could combine the two.
Yeah.
But I don't have to see.
How much does it seat? It's probably a smaller seating,
You
right?
know what they built? I mean, they built some of these specifications for the annual game.
Okay.
So they've been adding to it. But I don't think there's much. Maybe it's a handful, like 5,000. Or is it more like something like 15,000? But I think it's more like 5,000 or 6,000.
4,200 permanent seats, which
see,
can
that makes
expand total capacity to about 8,000.
Okay. Yeah, so I was in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Are the Savannah Bananas going to play there one day or not?
Maybe they already have.
They probably already have.
Probably have. Huh?
Yeah. Or it's not big enough for them.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Imagine those ticket prices.
Are you fatigued on the bananas?
I'm indifferent. I don't care. Yeah.
I thought about it yesterday, though, because I'm seeing them in like a Dairy Queen commercial now.
They're everywhere.
They're really everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of, they got a little bit of like McAfee to them.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Right? Like,
I just saw Kristen Bell was with them singing.
That was pretty good, actually.
Okay. I mean, I'm not hating on it. Like, I saw the clip.
Yeah, she did a good job with that.
It's crazy.
And I guess that guy, Steph was telling me that the guy that's staying with her on that, the Savannah Banana guy, he had tried out for American Idol.
Oh.
And then when he tried out for American Idol, all the bananas came with him or something, like a lot of the teammates.
There we go.
So it's just like, it is a wild thing. I guess when you got to strike while the iron's hot, but can you overdo it? I mean, they're selling out stadiums, so I guess you can't overdo it right now. But I did think about it yesterday. I saw the Dairy Queen commercial. I'm like, all right, are we getting a little crazy with the Savannah Bananas?
Overdo it, Brent? Well, you mean that they're overdoing it when I can watch the something firemen take on the rodeo clowns on a Saturday night on ESPN? Overdo it. We're not even close.
Hey, I'm not going to go there, all right, because you could see it on Action Sports Jax TV. Who knows?
Yeah.
But hey, need a game on it. We got a 24-hour station.
No, the Savannah Bananas have not played a game at the movie site. Give it a time. They're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
White House,
How much
Field
you
of
think that-
Dreams. They're playing everywhere.
Here's what's crazy. You could get the Red Sox and Royals playing. That ticket will be more.
I know. Yep. It's crazy, man.
Which is nuts. All right. Get out of here. 2 o'clock, Club 904 with me, O'Brien. We'll see you on First and 10 training camp coming up tonight, 11:15 on CBS 47 and Fox 30. Austin will be out there tomorrow. I'll be out there tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully the panic button can go back in the card a little bit.
I'll
I'll bring it in person.
Should we get you a turnover chain?
Oh, dude, no,
with the panic button.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be interviewing Albert Regis. How you feeling? I'm a little bit. He's got some pit bull playing in the back.
That probably wouldn't go over well.
Wait, you know what's not going over well? Back surgeries out of nowhere
Yeah,
on a random Monday.
Is there anything fun you can get out of Regis?
I got it.
Fun
Hey,
guy.
Brent, hey. Are you doubting my interviewing skills?
Not doubting it.
Hey.
Not doubting it.
We're all good. I'll make sure we get something.
All right. I look forward to that tomorrow, folks.
Ask about Parker Washington's contract.
If you were negotiating. Have a good day.
When we say the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is everywhere, we mean it. If you don't want to see our ugly faces and you just want to hear our takes, listen to the podcast. It's up 30 minutes after every live show. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google Play. It's really that simple. Just pull out your phone. I'm on Spotify, Action Sports Jax. Every episode is right there, split into hour chunks, so you get exactly
what you're looking for.
I think it would be a better chance that Branson Combs wins the weak side linebacker spot than Wyatt Milam wins the right guard spot. And that's more because Patrick Mekari has done more in the league.
Stupid take.
He's more.
Maybe you only have 15 minutes before the kids come home. You don't have time to listen to the full show. You're craving Jags content. The YouTube page is for you. We have a separate playlist called Brent and Austen Show Segments. It's Jags only conversations right there every day. Subscribe. Don't miss any Jags content. Action Sports Jags.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots